$127,000. How did I do it? How did I lose it? Sure, a lot of you day traders are tuning in here. A lot of new traders maybe trying to figure out how to do this. Do you want to do it? You know, what are the next steps? So yeah, for me, I started day trading. Well, not day trading, trading 7, 8 years ago. Originally swing trading. Put a few $1,000s in over the 4 or 5 years, built it up, did very well. You know, researched great companies, did my due diligence, put my money in, and you know, averaged down even. Some stuff that people don't do usually, but it was more about building positions in great companies and you know, selling when it's looking right to sell. So with that, I started with a few $1,000s, built it up over the years, and eventually you always want to scale up and grow. And what happened with me is I did very well. I was continuing to build. You know, it was really great. You know, everything was going well, besides the stress levels. And I built it up, but then it was pretty much my only income at one point. And as you know, I'm in real estate, I'm in other projects, but they kind of slowed at the time. You know, things were going on with that. So this was my main income. This was my dream, though, my passion. I was looking at the market day in, day out. You know, I loved it. I love real life. I love business. I love, you know, how businesses work. I love, you know, all the, you know, surface details. And then I love real life stuff. I love, you know, businesses in other countries, economies, what's going on in their economies, all that type of great stuff. Eventually, though, you always want to scale up and grow, like I was saying. So eventually, you know, I was going up and down. You know, I'd, you know, make a paycheck every so often, but it was unknown when it would happen, how big it would be. So eventually, I I would day trade here and there. You know, I'd make a quick $1,000 in a day, sometimes $2,000, and it was awesome, but didn't think much of it. But eventually, started seeing, you know, all these day traders come online and showing, you know, each and every day or like every single week making $5,000, and it's all good. It's super easy, and you know what I mean. So I wanted to have more consistent income. I wanted to have weekly income, and I wanted to, you know, if I was making $50,000 a year, I want to make $75,000 a year. You want to continue to scale up. So I started day trading, and the thing is, I had patterns of a swing trader. You know, these are things that I didn't know as, you know, growing up. You know, I was 25 at the time, and you know, you don't think about like all these little details of yourself, mind, body, of all it's all interconnected and affecting your performance. So I started to you know, day trade, and I did I did okay at first. You know, it was, you know, up and down, of course, a lot more losses than what I'm used to of swing trading. But eventually, you know, I had great setups and great strategies, but I'd always take big hits here and there because what I realized is first of all, I had patterns of a swing trader. So I'd hold longer than I should have, even when I know I should get out. All different, you know, patterns of a day trader versus a swing trader. And so I started, you know, it was up and down, you know, as it usually is, but nothing too great of how I was doing. Later on down the year, in the same year, started to probably again because I started to create the pattern of I wanted more money, quicker money, you know, things of that nature. I started to as World Cup that year, buddies were betting on some games, so I was, you know, throw some money on some games here and there. We ended up going to Vegas that year too, so more gambling going on. What ended up happening, I started to create a horrible pattern of, you know, just reckless betting, reckless investing, just not doing my enough research and enough, you know, just due diligence or sticking to my patterns or plans and strategies. And that's it, just over the whole year plus, just keep on taking hits after hits after hits. And it's all through patterns. Everything is patterns in life, and that's all mind discipline. You know, that's what it's all about. I always knew you had to be disciplined as a trader. You got to be disciplined, but I didn't realize how everything is created through your mind and how you can control it and plan and execute exactly what you want if you're consciously thinking, you know, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and not let emotions dictate your life. So all these taught such great lessons, life lessons for me, which I'm so grateful for, even though for a year or two I was mad and stressed and, you know, overly thinking about this money, because for me it's a lot of money. For some people it's not, and for me, I know it's not nothing now. That ain't nothing in life. So all great lessons to go through and learn about financing and patterns and all that good stuff. So and on top of that, like I said, I had no other incomes or other support systems. That puts so much pressure. You can't have that almost for anything. You need to have at least a few. Not that you want to be focusing so hard on all of them, but you need to have something that can protect you and to help you in a time of need when your other income streams are not happening. This stopped working for me, and I had all my other things not working for me time. I had like 4 income sources that all stopped working at once for over a year. Unbelievable. So you need multiple income streams, and you need things you can delegate out. You need things that you don't need to necessarily work on yourself. So you need a lot of support, financial support, so you have less pressure. You need to just focus on the future things, new projects that you don't have to worry about the money. You don't have to worry about money coming in on them. You just want to work on projects. So those are the main things: patterns, not having things, protection on the back end for yourself. These will all, no matter how strong you are, could affect you, because in trading you could be good for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but then like some big thing happens, you know, a family health problem with you, mind problem, you're mentally not strong, like, you know, for the moment, you could blow up your accounts. You know, you could go down a bad pathway if you're not, you know, strong-willed, basically, to dig yourself out of the ditch. So I hope this, you know, helps give some perspective on day trading, and, you know, just a story to new traders, current traders, and, you know, business entrepreneurs. Like I said, that was after 5 years of successful trading, and something that I want to do for my life, but I have another video coming up next of why I quit day trading, and I think it's very important for everyone to watch. I have a lot of great reasons why day trading is not great long term, and I think you should all check it out. I've been through a lot, been through the grinder, so hopefully I have some light to shed. Not to say everyone should not trade or whatever. I think I'm still in the game. You know, I still want to invest. I still do more longer term projects, and you know, I think that's a better way to go in trading and investing. So thanks guys for joining in, and I'll see you on the next video of why I quit day trading.